Welcome to Cider House Crafts. If you see smoke in front of the camera, my house isn't on fire. I'm burning an incense thing right there. How are you? I'm Jen. Welcome back if you're new, or if you're returning. Welcome if you're new. Thanks for all the lovely comments last time. I really appreciate it. I've already done this once, this intro thing, but it was like 7 minutes long. So I know I haven't been around in 3 weeks. I lost my mojo, plus I had a really bad cold earache thing that just kept returning and returning and returning. But I'm cool now, and Ian went back to work yesterday, first day, so there was a lot of, I was like spazzing out and tearful and worrying all day and stuff. He claims that he was safe all day, and he does have his own office, like, but I still worry about him being out and about. It's very worrying. So anyway, so there's that. There's not a lot to show you. Like I said, I lost my mojo for 2 weeks, and I just didn't get a lot of stuff done. We had other things going on as well around the house. So yeah, so that's my excuse. Anyway, I did want to reply to one of the comments that was made. I know I talk quickly. Part of the reason why I speak so quickly is because if I went slowly, this podcast would be like an hour, and nobody wants that. I mean, seriously, nobody wants that. You don't want it, I don't want it, nobody wants that. And secondly, I'm just a hyper person, so I can't really change myself, and I'm really sorry. I do hope that you stick around, but if you don't, I totally get it, and thanks for stopping by. Right, so there is a bit of sewing. I mean, there's a bit of knitting. There's a tiny bit of cross stitching, which I really am going to get back into, hopefully this afternoon, after this morning, after I have a kip, because I haven't had a kip in 5 months, and I'm going to have a kip. I got ginormous amounts of housework done yesterday, and I mean ginormous, all the things that I can't really run around and do while my husband's working from home, like, weekly things, the things you don't think of but you do weekly, like taking the vacuum cleaner around the vacuum hose and going around the ceilings, making sure you don't have any cobwebs, just general stuff, moving furniture around, to vacuum. I mean, honestly, for the last 5 months, I've been vacuuming without shifting my sofa or any of the chairs in my lounge, which is really disgusting, but there you go. Vacuuming all the furniture off, like all of it, like my entire sofa, back, front, That usually gets done on a weekly basis. That wasn't getting done, so that got done yesterday. I was just so chuffed with myself, pleased with myself that I got all of that done. So yeah, so anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay with the COVID thing, and that you're keeping safe and you're wearing your protection, and that you're healthy and happy. Yeah. So, personally, I still have not been out, but I don't care. I'm happy to stay home and be safe. So there you go. Right, so I guess we should get into this, because now this one's been 3 minutes and 43 seconds as an introduction. Anyway, yes. Oh, I did want to say, my friend Kim, I just saw your comment. For some reason it wasn't showing up, so I will try to get back to you today. 12-mile bike ride? What? Oh, dude, seriously? Oh my god, did your thighs not hurt after that? My butt would have been so sore. Do you have a saddle seat? So many questions. Answer them in whatever order you want. Anyway, yeah, and yeah. I would also like everybody to try to keep my friend Helen in their thoughts. She's going to have some major minor surgery later this month. So yeah, just be thinking about Helen. Okay, right. Now we're getting into it. I think what I'll do is I will start with the knitting and end with the sewing. There will be cross stitch in the middle, just so y'all know. Oh my god, I need coffee so much this morning. It's 8:13 a.m. by the way. So the first thing I'm going to show you is I finished those limeade socks for my sister-in-law. So they came out alright. I'm pleased with them. They're good. I probably should have put them on a sock blocker. If y'all just hold on one moment, I will go get a sock blocker because that would have been the good thing to do. Here we go. We're back. All right, so the heel looks really weird on this. Anyway, here we go. So this is what the socks look like now that they're done. Yeah, this was Limeade Knit Picks Felici in the Limeade colorway. And yeah, I say this every time, toe up, in a cast on and magic loop, cast on thingy what you do da, cast on 18, increase to 30 on each needle, knit up whichever length your foot is. Then it's a German short row heel, and then it's for me it's a 5x1 rib because I do 60, and then it's a 2x2 rib for 12 rows. That's what you get. So yeah, so the funny thing is, we went to for shipping, we went to DHL and we went to the post office and things, and to just send these socks and nothing else in an envelope to España was 16 pounds. That's more than I paid for the wool. So we're sending them to her home here in the UK. Her husband's still there. They run a pub in Derbyshire. And Steve sends packages down to her. So we're just going to let Steve sort it out because he's already got big boxes and they weigh 400 grams, which won't really show up on it anyway. So yeah, we're cheaping out on that. But there you go. I don't expect her to send my pillow covers to me from Spain. I can wait for those pillow covers until she comes home at Christmas, because that's a lot of money. Right, the next knitting thing I have to show is my Sunday cardigan by PetiteKnit. I have finished the body, and whoops, 1 second please. Finish the body, and that's the inside. Sorry, I'm just showing you the front, and here's the back. And I am going to get a couple needles because I need to cast on the sleeves, and I forgot I had to do that in the round. So I changed my needle ends onto my big 40-inch cable for my interchangeables, my Majestics. I did that this morning and then went, hey idiot. You do know that you have to knit the sleeves in the round, you're not knitting them flat. I worry about me all the time. But anyway, yeah, that's coming along. That was all knit last week. Like, I hadn't touched it in 2 weeks, and then I was like, just get on with it. That and the socks, just get them done. It didn't hurt that Helen kicked me in the butt on the phone. But yeah, there you go. The next thing I'm going to show you is some socks that I'm knitting for myself. This is a combination of Knit Picks Felici, or Knit Picks Stroll, and my own hand-dyed. I think maybe I gotta save that out. I think maybe you'll remember seeing this sock when I finished the first one. Sorry. 1 second, please. Alright. I think you'll remember seeing this sock when I finished it, the first one. So there's that. So, I am knitting, like I said, this is the Dogwood Heather colorway, so that's toes, heels, and cuffs. And my own, which is Vintage Patriot. Don't know if that'll focus or not, hopefully. No, I guess not. It doesn't like me. There you go. Anyway, I am working on the second sock. I cast that on yesterday when my youngest son called me to talk about purchasing a vehicle. And so I got the heel, and I started down the foot yesterday. Don't mind my nails. There's been a lot of work outdoors and I've had to cut them all off. So yeah, so same recipe as my sister-in-law's sock. I did think this morning I really want to find a new recipe for socks, something fancier that'll take some of my time over the winter, you know, maybe a lace pattern or something. You know, something to suck up the hours during the day in the winter when you can't do much outside. So that is that. I did make some new needle minders, and I actually used one on, I actually used one on this bag. So basically that came as a pin, and what I did was Ian cut the pointy bit off the other side. I added a magnet and added a magnet to this button. So there's the magnet on the button, and then they stick together like glue. And I'm just putting this on the outside of the bag because I don't need any other needle minders at the moment. But yeah, there we go. Pretty little autumn thoughts. Oh, any other knitting? No other knitting? Nope, nope, nope. No more knitting. I did put a few squares on my miter square blanket, but I didn't bring it up because, sorry about that. Right, next thing I'll show is the cross stitch. There's not a lot to report here. I just haven't gotten as busy as other people, Helen Duffin. I did manage to sign up for the same Cal, but it's Christmas, so this is the Halloween Ouija. Sal, not Cal. Sal. By the Tiny Modernist. That's who it is. And she's also doing a Christmas stitch along, which is started on the 1st of August. And I'll be showing that later in the year. Whoa, whoa, Nelly. Sorry, everybody. Not well organized. So yeah, as promised, I finished up this area where the cat is, and well, I finished up the cat. I guess I can take it out of the frame. Hang on one second, so I can hold it up for you. There we go. So, I did finish up the house and the cat, and some, obviously, of the frame down the side. I really need to get either a larger hoop or put it in one of my big, huge wooden frames, which I don't really want to do because they're so difficult to maneuver. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I gotta measure this hoop. I think it's 8 inches. Maybe a 12-inch hoop will do me better. But we'll see. But yeah, so that's coming along, and I do plan to work on that this week because I really need to catch up because another clue was released on 1st. Right, that's it for cross stitch. Really sorry, cross stitch people. I'm really, really sorry. I need to get back into that, and I need to get on with my my autumn cottage. But that project's actually supposed to last me all winter, so not feeling so super bad about that. Right. Next is sewing. Next and last is sewing. The first thing I want to show you are some finished things. Now, this is the Ogden by Warrior by Me, as I said. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. I had some martini material that's kind of gone out of fashion, and I was going to make some project bags with it. And then I thought, nah, not really. So I had a 1/2 meter, I think. Was it a 1/2 meter? I think it was about a ½ meter of this fabric. So, and I got it in America, so it was like 60 inches wide. So I managed to get, I know it looks huge, but I did make a size bigger than I am because it's pajamas and I wanted to float around. So this is the Ogden cami. It's got a lining inside, as you can see. There's a lining. Let me show it to you. There it is. And there are bust darts in it, which really helped because the camisole pattern that I had from my book from the Great British Sewing Bee, that was just awful. But the Ogden cami is amazing. And it was easy to sew. It was easy to cut out. I think it was like 4 pieces and that was it. It was pretty amazing. That was it. I think it took me, because it was I was just getting back into things, I think it took me a morning to make this lined and everything. So I wouldn't change anything about it, except, everybody says that, right? I wouldn't put the lining in the back. Again, I would just line the front. And I would try to find a fabric that had the same amount of stretch. One second. The same amount of stretch, but was a lighter fabric for the lining because this is a little bit too bulky in the booble area. But yeah, I really like these pajamas. They're super cool. Another thing, I might modify it and make myself a shirt out of it, so lengthen it a bit. So you could actually turn it into something that way as well. So bust darts. This is what that looks like. And then to go with it, I made myself a pair of pajama boxer shorts. Get it? Big martinis, little martinis. This is just my regular pajama bottom pattern, except I modified it a little bit. I used one of the martini glasses as the back label. How I modified it, it's a very simple modification. Here, let me open them like this. I just put a little slit in the side of the leg. Don't know if you all can see that or not, but I put a slit in the side of the leg to open up the thigh bit more, so just to make them a little bit more comfortable. They weren't tight or anything. I just thought, you know, that'd be pretty cool. So I did that. So I bought pajama bottoms to go with the martini top. Yes. There you go. I don't have champagne dreams, I have martini dreams. And right, the next thing is fabric purchase. Believe it or not, kids, this is my only fabric purchase for this entire time. I found this fabric on efabricsonline.co.uk, and it's a nice little cotton. It does have a tiny bit of stretch. I'd say maybe 5%, maybe 10% stretch in it, and it's just a plain woven cotton. I don't know what color that's looking like, but it is brown. Maybe if I put it closer you can see. Yeah, that's better. So it's brown. There you go. On background. And with this, I am making it from the Simply Sewing magazine. I'm making the Claudie top from Sew Girl. So I thought that that would be super cool with that. Also, getting back to something else we spoke with. Sorry, I'm out of the picture. Sorry. Remember this fabric? And I said I was going to make a skirt out of it, or a vest. But I switched to the vest. Well, I'm not making a vest out of this. I was going to make a vest to go with this top, but then it's got the cinched waist. So right there. So what I did was I thought I'll make a skirt. And when I got my skirt pattern out, there wasn't enough fabric. But then I watched, oh God, what's her name? I can't remember what her name is. I'll put a picture because she does a podcast as well. And she'd had some fabric that she didn't have enough of to do what she wanted, so she actually turned it into a skirt by basically taking your fabric, and you can see where I've already marked it, folding it in half, and then, you know, cutting it here where the fold is, then sewing it together on the sides, maybe putting a slit in the back or a slit in the sides or whatever, and then just putting an elastic waist in, and she turned it into a skirt. And that's what I'm going to do with this, so I can wear it this winter and this autumn with my cloddy top. So both brown, cloddy top, skirt. There you go. It's that simple. I have so much stuff down here to go, and I still have that plaid fabric from the bedding to work with as well. Another thing I did was, and I didn't bring it up, but I purchased some drapery fabric and the lining for it because I'm replacing the curtains out on my landing. I'll show that next time. But I also wanted some curtains for my kitchen because we just had a new kitchen window put in, and we're starting to get serious with putting the new kitchen in, and we're talking about design and elements and things like that, and I wanted some cafe curtains in that big window. So, sorry about the smoke. I know you can see it because I just saw it. I'm so sorry, everyone. So I picked out a few fabrics. This first one is called Silver Birch, so it looks like little birch trees, but I think it was too long for a cafe curtain, but it's not too long for right here, and I am re-wallpapering, so I think that's what I'm going to use in this room. And then there was this leaf fabric, and I put this on Facebook and said to everybody, hey, you guys, can you please pick your favorites and let me know what you like. Unfortunately, the one that everybody picked didn't come because they're out of it. This one is called Fall, and it's autumnal colored leaves, and this right here, this sage, is the color of the walls in my kitchen. So this was one of the other ones that were up on offer. And then there was Acorn Trail. This is called Acorn Trail. I don't know which way it goes. And this is the one I chose in the end when I found out I couldn't get the one that I really liked, which is the one that everybody else picked too. So I chose Acorn Trail. It's also got a sage background. But yeah, I can keep it kind of summery with the brighter sage color, but it's also autumnal. Because, you know, me. That's what I do. Anyway, that's about it. I know it was a short one and there's not a lot of stuff shown. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm really, really sorry. I did make other things with the sewing machine. Like I made another pair of underwear in a rainbow fabric. And I fixed some bras because this one really needed fixing. The lace that comes across from down and then over had pulled away from the actual lace on the cup. So that was reformed and reattached. I made another pair of boxer shorts with some of that purple flannel, but I can show that next time. It's no big deal. And yeah, that's about it. That's what I did do. So anyway, yeah, that's all I got to say. I hope you're all okay, like I said at the beginning, and look after yourselves, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.